Guys, one sec. I'm doing some real quick. Okay. Let's save the game. Malfoy is a Daedric prince of lies, secrets, and plots. So only enjoys meddling in the affairs of mortals, but not meant to fear my affairs. Oh, that's that bit silly. Okay, that. How can you try to give me use on new chance for myself? Any other experimented on it. Situated in the process. Let's be a way around. Fast roll. Dragon thing there. Try to keep away from it. or something that I need. Okay. What a shame. What a very bad shame. That they could be friends, but they turned to be enemies. Okay, candlelight, that. Then... just keep running. Just keep running. Okay. Welcome to the broadcast. Just 1 foot. Just 1 foot. Okay. Probably for only 4 buttons, most of them don't work, was it? There has to be a way. There we go. Found it. Okay, time to go to the thing and go see Yo, baseball. If you're watching this, can you sub to my channel, please? There's a dragon nearby, I just heard it. I'm not stunning that quest yet. When I give it back to him, because that's not the mail quest.
day Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Creek Wolf Akra, die now in vain.
What else is there? Battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost. You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours. Why does Alduin hang back? You've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
You blooded him well. 4 of his kin have fallen to my blade alone.
None have yet stood against Alduin himself. Though, Sori, Birko.
They did not have Alduin. Once we bring him down, I will have him.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Feldir, he agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. But you are right. I will not need it.
We will deal with Alduin ourselves. Fear it now. We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches. So be it. Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day. If I die today, it will not be in terror. You feel the first time, worm. See it in your eyes. Skyrim will be free! It's no use.
Hold Alduin on the wing. Sister Hawk, grant us your sacred breath to make this contract heard. Begone, World Eater. My words with older bones than your own. We break your perch on this age and send you out. You are banished. Help you out with all our endings unto the last. You are banished!
Work. Did it.
Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
My belly is full of the souls of your must have some means of traveling to and from Swartgard, but no tale tells how it would be. Very true. I wonder, do you know the Jarl's palace in White? Yes, exactly. But most people know that it was originally built to hold a captive dragon, hence its name. Oh, this was thousands of years ago, before the Akaviri Crusaders cleansed Skyrim. Skyrim's mountains were still infested. One of the early known things caught kept it from dragons. You could trap him. Although it might be difficult to persuade the Jarl to allow you to use his palace. I'm sure you will manage that. If you can defeat the World Eater, surely sweet-talking the Jarl of Whiterun is a hero. I'm afraid there's a further problem, a serious one. I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is. All well and good, but did you know that he was Alduin's chief lieutenant in ancient times? Responsible for It's true that his crimes are long in the past, but justice does not count. The Blades have been hunting him for centuries, but he was protected by the Greybeards, and then the Emperor. Justice demands that he die. Until he is dead, I'm afraid my oath as a Blade prevents me from offering you aid or comfort. Justice can be hard. Still justice. Parthurnax deserves to die. Parthurnax was the author of many atrocities during the Early War. Crimes great enough to be remembered for thousands of years. True, he turned traitor to Alduin and helped overthrow the Dragon Company, but that does not excuse or expiate his previous deeds. Whether or not he has truly repented or merely acted to save himself, justice demands that he pay with his life. Haven't you been listening to him?
There, he devours the souls of the heroic dead to feed his power. I must find his portal so dark.
I'm gonna go to White One now. Not even.
The time has come. All right.
Hey, watch it! I serve Jarl Baldwin.
May the gods I must have misheard. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace. Of course. You already saved Whiterun from that dragon. I owe you a great deal. But I don't understand. Why let a dragon into the heart of my city when we've been working so hard to keep them out? World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? I don't know about such things, but I heard the Greybeard summon you. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon? And I want to help you, Dragonborn. And I will. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. You think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. Sorry. And I would be glad to help, but getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep. What of the Greybeards? Respect is war after mine. One-eyed was, who later became high submission in single combat atop Mount Anthorn. Brought him back to Whiterun. Numenex was the dragon's name. That's his skull decorating the main hall. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
We heard the Dragonren shout from here. You defeated him? I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle. We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice. You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political... I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin. The Jarl's help. Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems. So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak. We will see if they still remember us. Deliver the message to the warring parties. If they will listen, I will do what I can to bring them to them.
So I need to go to Windhelm, and then I need to go to was this me, or was he just in the void teleportation realm?
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. The old Philippine
I don't buy. What do you need? Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? Have what? You were one of the prisoners, if I recall correctly. Hadvar's alive, but he had... In the mean... Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible misunderstanding. Speak with Legate Ricca, the Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his... They are getting to be a problem. You may have a point. It's getting difficult to even move troops around without attracting a dragon attack. By all accounts, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as badly. Even Ulfric might see the sense of a truce expedition. Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do. He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
Is your armor made of dragon scales? By the gods, what I wouldn't do for a set of that.
Okay. Now they head to Windhelm to the other guy.
I'll be down and feed it.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your skin.
Okay, now to go talk some sense in this guy.
A straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around. I remember you. You were at Helgen with us. Come to join the war. Speak with Galmar. He handles the new recruits. I'm sorry to hear that. If you change your mind, it's about time they turn their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want? I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course. And the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still... I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree... Alduin, the world eater of song and legend. If that's true, well, it changes the situation, doesn't it? Even Tullius may be forced to talk sense in the face of such a threat. Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs. And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that.
The Greybeards have called a peace council at High Hrothgar. And can you believe it? Both Ulfric Stormcloak and General Tullius have agreed to go.
Done it. Men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Peace? I doubt it. They are not. But take your seat at the council table. Let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
So, Arngeir, is it? You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You're not invited here. You're not welcome here.
We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path. I'm glad I finally got a chance to see this place.
I'm here because it's required of me.
Is everyone here? Let's get this started.
You can arrange an end to the fighting. Dragon's Reach is at your
so we meet again. But this time I know...
I never thought I'd ever willingly stand in the same room with Tullius again. At least not without a weapon in my hand.
When has any good ever come from talking to the Empire?
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here, here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard, the nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do. I'm glad we agree on this.
Very well, Ulfric. Enjoy your petty victory. The Thalmor will treat with whatever government rules Skyrim. We would not think of interfering in your civil war.
Ha! Skyrim will never bow to the Thalmor. Unlike your Imperial friends here.
You're lucky I respect the Greybeard's council, Galmar.
Legate, we represent the Emperor here.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
To arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar. Do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hoped to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out of character.
Want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth. In exchange for Markarth, the source of most of Skyrim's silver. Hardly. Riften seems like a better choice to me. Well fortified, easily resupplied from across Lake Honric, plus all the mead we can drink. Having another port would ease our supply situation considerably. Better than nothing, I suppose. But Ulfric will need to offer a lot more if he wants me to give up Markarth without a fight.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius. Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk with good faith.
You disappoint me, Dragonborn. I accepted your invitation on trust in your good name. But it seems you intend to favor Ulfric.
No, that's not the
thing. Now
thing.
that this is not a negotiation at all. I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth, you'll be ready with a new demand. You'll never defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to sacrifice thousands for your own selfish ambition. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
Swords, bones, where will these demands end?
Out with it, then.
We want compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for your butchery at...
All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
So, Dragonborn, what do you say? Well said. For once you'll actually pay for your crimes. You know I can't agree to these terms. The Emperor would repudiate this treaty and I would be recalled.
Damn Imperial arrogance.
I'm listening.
We want Kralder removed as Jarl of Winterhold and an Imperial candidate put in his place.
What next, Tullius? Shall I just hand over all of Skyrim?
I guess I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide, although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. So, Dragonborn, what do you say? I knew I could count on you. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. Ulfric will allow Imperial forces into the Pale, Skald the Elder will go into exile, and Brynna Merilis will assume the Jarlship. The Stormcloaks will pay appropriate compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten. Winterhold will be turned over to the Empire, although the college itself will retain its traditional neutrality. You both agree to this?
The Sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Delmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
Jarl Balgruf, I assume you are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan?
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon.
I anticipate reaching that. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temp, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be. He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this man. after your victory over Aldrin. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call. Ah, indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen. But it is written here, in the scroll. Oda Ving, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
Ah, I believe I can be of help here.
I hope this truce gives you what you need. It won't last.
As soon as I get back to Whiterun, I'll get my men ready.
I hope this truce gives you what you need. It won't
I
last.
hope so too.
Did you need something?
I hope so too. If it does, I'll be happy. Maybe we'll finally be able to kill all demons. We've warned it all. It's gonna be fun. It'll be really fun. Well, now.
Mind yourself.
So.
May the gods watch. As I promised, my men stand ready. My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands. Come, my men stand ready on the great porch.
Oda Ving.
The Greybeards have arranged a truce between the Stormcloaks and Imperials. How long can such a thing last?
You do have a plan for luring a dragon here, yeah?
Oda Ving!
Go ahead and call this dragon. We're ready.
Okay. Dragon man.
Hear that?
That's one of the dragons. That's
Steady. Steady now. Keep under cover until it's down.
Yep, that's the dragon. Alright, that's the dragon.
Sure.
Here I am.
Come, Oda Ving.
Ulbonar, you went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. In Sir Alduin, No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin. Renikvaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thuum for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course. Muni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him. Once Lord Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesure, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran pa ok midove navarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all
That's the Shadow Dragon, by the way. That's what the Shadow Dragon looks like.
Zuulost ofan hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free. Serve you? No. Need id. Croesus. Only this. You have the Thuum of Adova, but without the wings of one, you will never... Of course, I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this. Onikan Korav Gain Mirad. And you can trust me. Zuni Tarudis. Alduin has proven himself unworthy to rule. I go my own way now. Free me, and I will carry you to Skuldafn.
Incredible. Sir, you have no idea how long I have waited for such an opportunity. I would be most appreciative if you would permit me to perform some tests on you, purely in the interests of the advancement of knowledge.
Be gone, mage. Do not test my promise to the Dovahkiin.
I assure you, you will not be noticed. Most of them are hardly capable at all to a large dragon such as yourself.
What are you doing back there?
I can't believe that worked. You sure about that? You want to let that dragon loose after all the... Your funeral. Someone else is gonna have to help you get him back in there. Ready to go for a trap. This seems like a really bad idea to me.
Carry on, soldier. This is all part of the Dragonborn's plan.
Was nu. Dini dein Ruthi Astvar. Saran Uth. I await your command as promised. Are you ready to see the world as only Adova can? Zukbrit Oth. I warn you, once you've flown the skies of Kaizal, your envy of the Dove will only in...
Guys, see you guys in the next one. Maybe unexpected.